So for those of you that don't know, today's stream isn't just gonna be putting y'all on. Weird sickness for like a week and a half. Yeah, man, it was strange. It was probably the worst case of the flu that I've ever gotten, but it wasn't COVID. We did the tests and everything. So today's not just going to be putting y'all on. Some of you might recognize Day Gazing Heartbreak. Also goes by Swoop in the Discord. He sent in $30 and asked me to listen to his beat tape, and I told him I would try and do it live on stream. It's just 12 beats, honestly, and we're gonna, since they don't have any lyrics over them, we're gonna listen to them, get the gist of what they sound like, and then give our criticisms and move on to the next one so that we don't take too much time out of the stream. But yeah, we're gonna listen to his beat tape first, and then we'll do putting y'all on after that. He always makes some really interesting sounding beats, so it should be really interesting. It should be fun. So, I have it pulled up here. The full thing is 30 minutes long, the full beat tape. Let me drop a link to it in the chat as well for anyone who's interested in listening to it. What's up, Swifty? The full tape is, the link is in the chat now. Like I said, it's 12 tracks. Since it's a beat tape, if we're listening to a beat and it gets a little too repetitive or whatever, I'll skip ahead a little bit so that we don't actually sit here just for 30 minutes. Listening to something that we've already gotten the gist of. And then once we're done listening to Swoop's beat tape, we'll continue with the rest of putting y'all on. So, in the meantime, if anybody feels like donating to have their beat already, their music already in the donor queue for after the beat tape, that's totally fine. And yeah, I mean, honestly, let's just jump into it. So, feel free to give your opinions on these beats in the chat, because Swoop will be watching this afterwards. He'll be able to see the comments on the screen and everything. He did say that he produces exclusively on his phone, so some of these beats might sound a little bit limited because of that, but we've all heard his beats before, and they're always very experimental and just sort of strange and off-putting sometimes, and it's going to be an interesting listen. So with that said, let's jump into the first one. I couldn't have made this on my phone, man. Man, Swoop really leans into that dark, eerie sounding music. I like the bass on this part. I think the higher pitch melodies are a little too rough. Oh, thank you, B. Wells. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Thank you, Neem Keys. Appreciate you.
To show you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, B. Wells. Yeah, I'll say this. I like the bass line on it for the most part, but I think that those dark sounding synths, the lower ones, they really muddy up the mix. I feel like something could have been done on the EQ there to make it a little less abrasive. I think that the really high pitched melody is a little too harsh. But you know, it's not really bad. Appreciate you, Daddy. It's really not bad. I think that the bass lines might be my favorite thing about this first one. The drum patterns are pretty cool too. Track 2, Foul Play. For those of you that are just joining, Swoop sent in $30, asked me to listen to his beat tape, and so that's what I'm doing right now. And then once we're through with this beat tape real quick, we're gonna continue with the rest of putting y'all on. Because I've had him waiting for a very, very long time for me to do this, so. And he does all of this on his phone, too. I really couldn't have made anything like this on my phone. It is challenging to listen to it. A lot of the decisions that he makes are very unconventional, and the soundscapes that he creates can be very, very harsh sometimes. But this right here is not bad. I like this. Like this part right here is a little repetitive. Yeah, the sound choices are probably one of the major things that are limited by the fact that he produces on his phone. Yeah, this part right here, these new bass synths that came in, I don't really like them. Okay, you fixed the snares. No, they're off again. I like that it's unique. I like that it's experimental. I like that it's challenging. Oh, guys, Day Gazing Heartbreak is here. He's the producer for the beat tape. Awesome. I'm glad you made it, man. Yeah, like I said, I like how challenging it is, how experimental it is, and how you're really not afraid to lean into how weird sometimes it can sound. I think it was this portion right here. Yeah, with these gritty, bass synths that I think they don't really fit very well with the rest of the track. Also, I think it might be a little too long, for just an instrumental with no lyrics over it. I think 4 minutes 20 seconds. It's very easy for someone to lose interest without anything else going on, just production. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not bad. I think I might like the second one more than the first one. Percussion is very interesting. I don't know that the melody is working. Like the chops here, I don't know that the melody you created with these chops is working for this part. This part right here feels a little repetitive. Yeah, that one towards the middle felt like it got a little repetitive. It felt a little samey. The chops are cool. I like the character to them, but I feel like that the way that you chopped them, the melody that it created just wasn't really working with some of the other, you know, counter melodies going on in the background with like the beeping sounds. So it's cool. But I think this one just kind of felt like a loop towards the middle of it. Oh, okay, this one, I found the tempo for this one. Swoop is Day Gazing Heartbreak in the chat. We're listening to his beat tape, and then we're heading into putting y'all on. I like this part right here. I like this tempo that you've chosen too, the faster paced one. What I like about this beat is that it's a little bit more subdued despite it being faster paced. It's got, you know, less chaos in it. It's got a little bit less of everything going on all at once, you know what I mean? And I like the little sound effects that you chose, the little vocal chops, the very simple bass line along with the percussion sounds. I think it was really cool. You know, it's a quick, fast-paced, up-tempo beat that I'm really not mad at. So I think that this one right now it might be my favorite. You know, I like that you have really crazy ideas and everything, but if you're still working with limited equipment, sometimes executing on those really ambitious ideas can be a little tough. And so I really respect that for this one you felt okay with just sitting back a little bit and letting the beat be a little bit more simple. I think it works for it. I like the swing to this. I like the unconventional drum patterns. I even like the melody going on right now. I just don't know how I feel about that constant droning noise in the background. But the rest of it has kind of really fun bounce to it. This in the background right here, I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little distracting. Love this bass though. Oh, but that note's off key. You like the droning? Yeah, it's you know, it's always subjective. Jeffrey, right now we're listening to a beat tape, but then after that we're gonna do putting y'all on, so just regular through the Discord. This part right here, oh, this part right here is it. Yeah. that ending part really just confirmed for me that, for me personally, the noise in the background was off-putting and distracting me, because here, where it's just the beat without that noise in the background, it sounds so cool. Yeah, this ending part right here without the noise in the background sounds awesome, dude. It's like it's got a really fast-paced, fun bounce to it. The melodies are so unpredictable, and you're still able to sort of like, they feel random, but they still feel intentional. And the bass line is in key, and it's simple, and it just kind of like grounds us. And it's a really, really interesting beat. This one, that ending portion is definitely it. Ismail, if you have Discord, day gazing, that would be a great idea. If you have Discord, Ismail, there's a link to our Discord server in the description. Send in up to 2 links to the Putting Y'all On channel. This one's another one of those really quick subdued beats that I like a lot. Keeping it simple. Still has some bounce to it. And yet it's still got that different sort of swoop touch to it, you know? This part right here feels a little empty, I will say that, but yeah, that's cool. You can send it in now. If you want to guarantee a spot, people send in donations, because there's the donation queue. Those all get bumped up to the top, and that's how you sort of guarantee that your track will get played. Yeah, this is another one, like I said, that feels sort of like an interlude. It's really short, it's quick, it's sweet, and you really held back. You know, you didn't really go super crazy with a bunch of different melodies all the time and a bunch of different sound effects. It's definitely more laid back. At one point, about 3/4 of the way in, it feels a little empty. It's sort of just drum and bass there, but I think that in your case, leaning back a little bit has sort of been beneficial, you know, and just kind of like sitting back a little bit has helped your sound. So and yet it still feels like you, like I said. So that, you know, that's really cool about this track. Guys, I really appreciate your patience. We're over halfway through with the beat tape. I really appreciate you guys for, you know, for being patient and waiting for the Putting Y'all On segment to start. And for sticking around to give Day Gazing Heartbreak, you know, some tips, tricks, and critiques. I think I've heard this one before. You might have sent this one in before in the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard this one before. Appreciate you, Jeffrey. Yeah, this one is like immediately recognizable. I know I've heard this one before. This part right here is the part that I remember not liking so much. The part before that was pretty cool. I think I remember saying that this part right here was a little overwhelming. But besides that part that I didn't really like that much, this sounds almost like JPEG Mafia, you know? Yeah, right? The drum pattern goes so crazy. Yeah, that one is a W. That one part where the 808 is just overwhelming is a little iffy, but beyond that, the bass line is insane and the drum patterns go very, very hard. That one's really good. Thanks, Fraud. I actually really like this piano in the background. Thanks, man. I'm definitely feeling much better. They're more recent. Yeah, you can sort of tell. There's a lot of improvement here. Awesome. Yeah, I like that one. Hey, thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, man. I like that one. I think there was one part towards the middle where it got a little overwhelming. But yeah, I think the piano in the background might have been my favorite thing about that last track. It's cool. I gotta admit though, it was really, you know, it made me sort of zone out a little bit. It made me sort of like drift off and yeah, it was really, really cool for like background music sort of a thing. This sounds familiar too. Bump that while playing some Garfield Kart? Yeah, man. Laralex, right now we're listening to a beat tape by Daygazing Heartbreak, and after that we're gonna start the actual Putting Y'all On segment. We've gotten 5 donations in the queue already to start off the Putting Y'all On segment. No, Era, we're listening to, well, this is technically a paid submission. Swoop sent in $30 a couple weeks ago and asked me to listen to his beat tape, and I told him I would do it live. We've got 3 tracks left in the beat tape, and then we'll start the actual putting y'all on segment of the stream. But for this one, yeah, you can definitely tell that the second half of this beat tape has more recent beats, because they sound much better than the first few. You know, you could tell that the drum patterns are going a little crazier. The synths, they sound much better. Still just as gritty and sort of like, you know, dirty sounding, but just fitting better into the beat, the way that you place them, you know? So it's really, really nicely done. This one was really nicely done, yeah. The synth melodies here are showing so much improvement. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, this is the one we just heard. Okay, next. Yeah, I've heard this one. We can tell, day gazing, it sounds much better now. The different elements of your beat are fitting together much better now. Oh, focus. There we go. I'm telling you, when he holds back a little bit and keeps things a little bit more simple, the beats end up benefiting from that. This is definitely one of the ones that you sent into the Discord. I recognize these chops. Those really dark synths in the background sound so cinematic. Yeah, that's a really nicely done one. Again, man, just keeping it simple, you know? Just keeping it simple, keeping it still having your signature flavor to it. It still sounds like you, but it sounds cinematic, it sounds dark. You know, it's really cool. Yeah, I've heard this one too, man. Oh yeah, in the sky, how was that? Yo, look at the vocal chops, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, day gazing, but those would be part of putting y'all on. There's just the regular putting y'all on submissions. But you can still send those in. This part right here feels like it's missing something. Oh, I feel you in this guy. I don't know what it is about this middle part right here that just feels like it needs something in the higher frequencies. Just feels like it lacks a little something extra. I remember liking this second half right here. Yeah, this part right here is what that middle portion was missing. Really cool. Thanks, Laralex. Yeah, the breakdown is really saving this beat, I think. This breakdown section could have come a little bit sooner, I think. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. That little breakdown section has those higher frequencies that I felt like were missing for the first part of the beat, but really, really nice. Guys, this is the last one in the beat tape, and then we'll get started with putting y'all on. I can't believe you do this on a phone, man. Like that bass that just came in is ridiculous. The fact that you're able to get that sound on a phone nowadays. I absolutely love the bass there. In the sky, thank you, dude. The last note is off key. This note right here, this note is off key for the growl. But it's really good though. Yeah. Oh, another little switch up here for the end. That's cool. You like that it's off key? Yeah, I can understand it. It's not. It's. I don't know that it's. What am I trying to say? Despite it being off key, it's not off-putting. You know, it still feels like it fits for some reason. Yeah, look at these synths, man. These chords right here sound so much better than the ones that you were using for the beginning of the project. And that is SWOOP. Do I call you by your Discord name SWOOP, or do I call you Daygazing Heartbreak? What's your artist name? Just let me know. I'm gonna just go with SWOOP for now because it's easier while you before you tell me. Listen, man, yeah, like you said, the second half of the project being more recent, you can really hear that progression, right? The first half of the project sounds a little rough. It sounds like you've got a lot of ambitious ideas that you aren't really executing on fully. And then you get to the second half and it feels like you learn to take a step back every now and then and let the beats be a little bit more simple. You're not constantly trying to shove a bunch of experimental different ideas into that track to try and make it sound, you know, as strange as possible. There are a lot more of the tracks that I really enjoy, which are shorter and more simple, and they're just like really nice, solid vibes. Your mixing has improved, you know, with that second half of the project. Your sound design sounds so much cleaner. The way that you're able to get the bass to sound so rich and so low on a phone is very impressive. I think that you have lots of really cool ideas. I think that you've got a really great, unique sound that I personally enjoy. I know that it's not for everyone. It's really not going to be for everybody, but I think that, you know, as you grow, as you get better at this, and as you get better equipment, I think you're going to be making some incredible stuff, man. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun listening to it, to be honest. I know that I'm not, you know, always the most energetic person or you know, I'm not jumping out of my seat, but I really did enjoy sitting down and listening to your beats, man. I said that I was going to, you know, skip through some of the ones that got a little bit more repetitive, and I ended up not skipping through anything, I think. So it was a lot of fun. It was really fun listening to it with people on stream. I think that doing this live was the way to go. Yeah, just great job, man. Just keep at it. Just keep improving. I think it sounds really, really cool. And next time you put something out, let me know. Next time you put out like a tape or something, yeah, let me know. You can just call me SWOOP. SWOOP is pretty cool. SWOOP is a great artist name. Getting lots of support in the chat. Yeah, man. Congratulations. This sounds really, really cool. Let me know if you want me to edit this down for when I post it on YouTube, or if you want me to just take this whole clip of the stream and just put it up on YouTube so that you can have the entire thing all the way through. I know you missed the first track, the first track and half of the second one. So just let me know if you're okay with me putting the entire thing up. Yeah, thanks for sending it in. Really appreciate you, dude. So, with that said, let us get started with the putting y'all on segment of the stream. Thank you guys for being patient. It took like 15 minutes longer than I expected it to.